Welcome back to Global Bike Buzz, your go-to source for everything two-wheeled, powerful, and pure adrenaline. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic names in the cruiser world, the 2025 Harley-Davidson Fat Boy. This beast has returned with some bold updates, keeping that unmistakable attitude while fine-tuning what already made it legendary. Whether you're a Harley loyalist or just exploring the high-end cruiser segment, stick around because this review is going to break down every curve, chrome detail, and deep ground this bike has to offer. Right out the gate, the 2025 Fat Boy turns heads with its bold presence. The front profile is unapologetically muscular, the solid disc Leicester wheels remain, now with a slightly refined design that feels more modern without losing its nostalgic edge. The LED headlamp is housed in a chunky nacelle, giving it that classic Harley stare, yet it's bright, clear, and thoroughly contemporary. The front fender hugs the fat 160mm tire like a tailored suit, and the fork covers add a heavy-duty stance that dares you to mess with it. It's not subtle, and that's the point. From the side, this Fat Boy showcases what it's all about: mass, muscle, and attitude. The frame is low-slung, giving it a slammed look without sacrificing rider comfort. The seat height is just under 26 inches, keeping you close to the pavement, while still allowing enough legroom for longer hauls. That iconic satin chrome finish runs along the shotgun exhausts and engine components, gleaming under sunlight with a presence few cruisers can match. The 2025 model also features slightly cleaner lines, fewer visible wires, and tighter paneling, which makes the entire silhouette look more refined while retaining its rugged personality. Moving to the back, it keeps things minimal but aggressive. The thick 240mm rear tire gives the bike a planted, almost dragster-like appearance, and the fender hugs it tightly, preserving that custom-built vibe. The taillight is seamlessly integrated, and even the turn signals are now sleeker, giving the rear end a less cluttered, more muscular finish. Whether you're following this bike or riding behind it, there's no mistaking what it is. This is Harley power in its purest cruiser form. And now, the heart of the matter in the engine. Harley-Davidson continues to power the Fat Boy with the Milwaukee-Eight 117V twin, and for 2025, it gets refined mapping and improved cooling, delivering even smoother throttle response and a deeper, throatier exhaust note. You're looking at 117 cubic inches, which translates to about 1,923 cc of pure American muscle. It pushes out around 106 horsepower and a massive 123 pounds-to-feet of torque. Twist the throttle, and you get immediate, low-end grunta perfect for city streets and open highways alike. It's not just loud, it's authoritative, with every pulse of the engine reminding you that this is a Harley born from heritage but tuned for now. Performance-wise, the 2025 Fat Boy isn't just about straight-line thunder. It's surprisingly nimble for a bike of its size. Thanks to the soft-tail frame and revised suspension geometry, it handles corners better than you'd expect. You won't be carving canyons like a sport bike, but you'll enjoy a smooth, grounded ride that feels both responsive and controlled. The dual-bending valve front fork and monoshock rear suspension do an excellent job of absorbing bumps while maintaining rigidity in the corners. Braking is confident with a single disc up front and at the rear. Perhaps not cutting-edge tech, but effective and in keeping with the Fat Boy's old-school appeal. In terms of features, Harley keeps things relatively simple. You're not going to find full TFT displays or rider modes here, just an analog speedometer with a digital insert that gives you fuel range, trip meters, gear position, and more. It's rider-focused, with a minimalist dash that encourages you to keep your eyes on the road and your mind on the ride. That being said, Harley-Davidson has included their Reflex defensive rider system as standard in 2025, which includes cornering ABS and traction control, a tech that stays out of the way until you need it. When it comes to price, the 2025 Harley-Davidson Fat Boy starts at around $22,500, with variations depending on paint options and accessories. Premium color schemes or custom factory finishes can push it closer to the $24,000 mark. It's not an entry-level bike, it never was. This is a heavyweight cruiser for riders who want performance, heritage, and head-turning looks in one steel and chrome package. It's Harley's bold statement in a world leaning toward tech-heavy, minimalist motorcycles. Sometimes, muscle and presence are all you need. So, what's the verdict? The 2025 Harley-Davidson Fat Boy doesn't try to reinvent the wheel, it sharpens it. It stays true to the spirit of what made the original Fat Boy a legend while refining the ride quality, engine performance, and finish for today's discerning rider. If you're after a cruiser with guts, glory, and a soundtrack that rumbles through your bones, this one should be on your short list. That's it for this episode of Global Bike Buzz. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2025 Fat Boy, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more detailed motorcycle reviews, and drop your thoughts in the comments.